I've been debating doing this video for quite a long time now. The reason being is putting in the picture Sheffield City Council are hypocritical so-and-sos. The reason why I say that, because a few years, well, when I wanted to go to see Chubby Brown in Sheffield, they decided they were going to ban him. Now, without going into too much detail, I ended up having a discussion with one of the Sheffield councillors, and the reasoning behind it was they were protecting the public, the general public. And when I questioned this, the question was, well, do you think it's funny, abusing women? And I went, no. And their reasoning was that they thought that Chubby Brown was doing jokes about that type of thing. And I said, he doesn't do that. Have you ever seen any of the latest thing that Chubby Brown's done? And he says, no. I says, well, how can you then base your presumptions then on making a decision? Now, I read recently, well, not recently, about a year ago or so, that several cities had banned Jerry Sadowitz. Now, Jerry Sadowitz, he's one of them. He's a very offensive comedian. He's really, one of his things was, one of the only videos ever released was called The Total Abuse Show, and one of the things that he does, he gets his privates out in front of the audience, which shocked a lot of people and would cause a lot of people to complain about it. But it's clearly states, like Chubby Brown does, if you're easily offended, stay away. Now, things like that, yeah, you're going to be possibly offended and you think, so some ladies didn't like it, they complained about it, which made me wonder why on earth you went to see me in the first place if you know you're going to be easily offended. But anyway, that's by the by. And the reason for this video is that Sheffield City Council have allowed Jerry Sadowitz to actually play in Sheffield. Now, obviously, I don't mind that kind of humour at all. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me with Chubby Brown, that type of thing. And in my opinion, and I've seen the videos for Chubby Brown. I've seen the videos for Jerry Sadowitz. Jerry Sadowitz is far more offensive than Chubby Brown. So why would Sheffield City Council allow Jerry Sadowitz to appear and not Chubby Brown? I don't get it. One of the things they were saying about, I think obviously Chubby Brown, they're saying he's racist. I said, no, he tells racist. I said, he tells jokes that be considered racist by people, but as a person, he's not racist himself because he's got lots of friends, as did Bernard Manning, lots of friends that were, of different background, different ethnics, different coloured skin, everything, and people have been to see him, and at the end of the day, it's just it's a laugh. That's what it's about. It's a joke. It's not serious. So my argument is, or my question is, why have Sheffield Council allowed Jerry Sadowitz to do the videos? To appear in the public eye, which is what they were saying before. They said, well, but Chubby Brown would be okay in a private place, like going into a pub, doing something in a pub. I'm like, but why? And the other thing I said about is that Chubby Brown does a lots of work for charity. When you go to his shows, there's loads of things on sale and all the profits and everything go to charity. He does lots of work for charity, as is Bernard Manning. But people don't think about that. It's always a bad negative point, isn't it? It's always the jokes, or racist jokes, blah blah blah. But that's what it is. You should take it for what it is. It's a joke. If you're offended by it, fine, you're offended by it. But what, like as Ricky Gervais once said, he says, you're offended by a joke, and people are offended by everything. Or not everything, but people are offended. Always somebody's offended by something, But does that entitle you to make a decision that people like people in Sheffield, these councillors made the decision that I could not see Chubby Brown in Sheffield because they were protecting the general public? And I asked a question and said, how are you protecting me when I wanted to see him? That's all I did. I went to Doncaster instead. And the question then was, oh, well, how many people were there? I said, it was a sellout. So then he says, and how many people attend? So about 1,000. And he went 1,000 out of so many people in Doncaster, but he wasn't actually grasping the fact that it was a complete sellout. And they couldn't have got any more in there if they tried, because it was all the seats were taken. And the money that had generated for Doncaster, we went to, we could have gone to McDonald's or whatever, people would have gone for food, we bought drinks there, and so the venue would have made lots of money. Doncaster would have made lots of money. And as a whole, it helps everybody, Chubby Brown, whereas if he could be in Sheffield and Doncaster and sold them both out probably, because that's Chubby Brown is good. He's fantastic. So again, what do you think? I mean, obviously nobody. Some people don't like him, and that's fine. If you're offended by that humour, you're not going to go and pay to see him. And it's like I said to the guy at Sheffield, the Sheffield Council. I says, but the point is, people know what he's about. If you're offended by him, you're not going to see him. Are you? You're not going to pay to see him. It's like if you're not interested in opera, you're not going to pay £100 for a ticket to go and see an opera when you don't even like the music. Or like heavy rock bands. You're not going to pay £40, £50 to see heavy rock bands when you don't like the music. You're just not going to do it. So, what's your thoughts on this? What do you think? Do you think that Sheffield Council should reinstate Chubby Brown? Because I certainly do, especially if they're allowing Jerry Sadowitz to play. Let me know what your thoughts are, and thanks for watching this video. Stay safe, everybody. Take care, and hope you enjoy the video.